Betsy.
Everybody. Betsy Cooley. I'm a Watergate resident also. And I know that Mr. Flock has mentioned a number of times wanting to change the turnaround to Captain Drive. And one of the, yeah, I know what you've talked about. So listen to what I say, and I'll say something else. The area that he's talked about has been across from the Watergate Market, where it does appear that there's room there, however, to widen Powell Street so that it would allow for a larger turnaround. But there are several problems with that, and one is that it's the property of the East Shore State Park. It doesn't belong to Emeryville, and just getting the water pumped out of the big lake in Lake Powell was a long and difficult process, and so the likelihood that we would get access to that land is really, I think, not that likely that it would happen. But even if it were possible and we were to get access to that land, MV Transportation, which is the operator of the Emery Ground, has stated that they would not be willing to make U-turns even if the roadway was widened, because there had been talks about widening it on both sides so they'd have a large loop to make, and they said that they consider that unsafe, and that the only thing that they would the only thing they would consider a safe turn would be if there was a roundabout there. And so personally, I think that having a roundabout like right next to the fire station is probably not, I suspect that the fire department probably would not want that. Another thing is that there's been a great deal of support over the past year when this was sort of an issue from the community and the city. I believe that some of the city council members and I think Maurice have also been in support of having a stop at the marina. And the marina, people at the marina have been asking for that for quite some time. But in addition to that, it's also, the Marina Park is the largest park that we have in, I'm on the Parks and Rec Committee, and so I know that it's Emeryville's largest park. And so that would provide, if we did have a stop there, it would provide access to community members, and it would provide, it would help relieve some of the parking out at the marina, because people, instead of driving out there, they could take the Emery Ground out there. And that's something that I think Maurice has been working with Don Gessler and whatever that group is that operates the marina. So I wanted to say that there are a lot of people who get off and on the bus at the stop that's west of the police station. I take it fairly frequently from there, and I can say that almost always, I usually take it, since I'm retired, I usually take it at sort of off hours. But even at off hours, there's almost always somebody at the bus stop waiting for the bus, and there are almost always people getting off the bus. So there are a lot of people who do take it from that bus stop, and well, anyway, that's...
Any other comments? Joyce?